What's going on YouTube? We are back again. A new video for you guys. FC 25 is around the corner. We have about a week or so till the web out comes out, man. And for starter squads, you guys definitely need some help. And I got you guys 5 squads to help you guys out at the beginning of the game. Definitely some cards I think are definitely meta. Help you guys out in weekend league. Help you guys out in rivals and squad battles, man. Grind your games. Get you guys up some good rewards. Definitely some good cards, man. If you guys do enjoy, thumbs up, subscribe. Let's get right into it, man. And the first league and the first team I do have, man, is one of my favorites. We do have Serie A. Front three is looking amazing. We're gonna go over the team, man. So let's get right into it. So we have Okafor, Lookman, and Chukwueze. Definitely really good for the pace. 84 pace, 88 on the wings. Cannot go wrong. 81 shooting on Lookman. 77 shooting on Okafor. I mean, for me, now we're looking for shooting on the wings, man. But definitely a good start at the beginning. And for 4K in the front three, you cannot go wrong. Super cheap, super easy, super obtainable to get, man. So for me, really good front three. The dribbling is really nice on all three of the cards, man. So going into the midfield, you have Benacer, Anguissa, and Thuram. Thuram just went into Juve. Very good player. I mean, hopefully he's not super expensive. He's French. Serie A, Juve, always really good, with links. So hopefully this does not go super expensive. It's about 5,500 coins in the midfield, man, but definitely super obtainable, man. I mean, if you guys get some shadows super early, some catalysts, some engines, or maybe some anchors, definitely some good chem styles to put on these cards. All the cards for me in the midfield I always keep for a tip is good, like 75 pace and defending minimum in the midfield, man. Definitely super good. Usually the passing, the dribbling comes with it, around 70s or maybe up to 80, like Benacer's up to 85 dribbling. But for the midfield, man, he definitely wants some good defending, solid defending, 75 minimum pace as well. The only exception I have is Thuram, 71 pace. I mean, dude, with the shadow, and he was super good last year. This gold card, all the promo cards he got, his footies he just got recently. I mean, super usable in the beginning and as well. I mean, going into Juve, bro, I mean, super good links. You cannot go wrong. And the Evo's coming out in the first couple of weeks, man. So when the Evos come out, hopefully Thuram fits and he'll definitely be usable, super meta, going up to like, I don't know, 83 or something like that. Definitely will be good in the long run. Next, we have the back line. We have Spinazzola, Kalulu, Kosono, and Abdul Hamid. 3 of them are definitely new transfers. Kalulu just went to Juve from AC. Kosono went from the Bundesliga to Serie A, as well as Abdul Hamid. He just went from Al Hilal, I believe. Got replaced by Cancelo. But going to Roma, man, it's a good link. I mean, definitely to be hard without, I don't think there's a lot of Saudi players in Serie A, but if you guys do have some good Roma players as well, Serie A, definitely good for links. And then for the keeper, I just put Meret. This is a default. You can definitely put anyone else there as well, like Di Gregorio, Meret. You have a lot of other players, both Summer and stuff. So depends on who you get in the back line. But for me, this is probably the best, squad for 14,000 coins, man. For the squad, averaging about, for me, is one of the best squads you can get, I think, for Serie A. Next, we do have, La Liga. For me, another good league. Definitely a lot of good players, Spanish players as well, going to different nations as well. But for the front three, we do have Machis, Iñaki Williams, and Fernan Torres. Definitely pretty solid for the front three. I mean, definitely want to look at some pace, some shooting, some dribbling as well, man. So Iñaki was a 94 pace, one of the faster players in this team, as well as 81 shooting, 72 passing, 80 dribbling, man. So definitely a good shout in the beginning, man, for a striker. 84 physical, cannot go wrong. Always a good starter player, in my opinion. Next, we have Machis and Torres on the wings, man. About 84 pace for Torres, 86 for Machis. For my opinion, man, I mean, for the wings, you definitely want pace as your main priority. Not really going to be shooting off the wings. Depending on what your formations are in game, for me, I rock 4-2-3-1, 4-3-2-1, 4-4-2 sometimes. It depends what the meta is this year. We will see. Definitely gonna, change it off of that. But we will see, man. But for me, the first 2 on the wing, bro, are definitely really good. You cannot go wrong. And for the first week or 2, definitely gonna help you guys out for that day 1 squad. Next, we do have Dardier, Sau, and Ivan Martin for the midfield, man. Not too expensive either, man. For this midfield, spending about around 3,500 coins, cannot go wrong. This squad comes up to about 14k as well. So if you guys do need a squad right away, boom, day 1 is a good squad to go after. So for me, man, like Dardier to be super underrated. That 79 pace, 74 defending in the midfield, cannot go wrong. Definitely like him a lot. Spanish La Liga, cannot go wrong with that, with the nations as well in the league. Very, very solid. Sau, Swiss, and Sevilla. I mean, definitely a good combination there. 79 pace as well, 75 defending. Very, very solid. Especially if you guys put some shadows on these guys. You guys get them early, catalysts and stuff like that. Very, very good. Next, we have Ivan Martin, 68 defending. Not the best, but for a box to box, even pushing up for you. Yes, 75 shooting, 79 passing, 81 dribbling, 75 pace. Cannot go wrong. Definitely a good shout for that third midfield spot. Next, we do have Adria Pedrosa, Zubeldia, Aidu, and Thierry Correa. These 4, I mean, are definitely used a lot. You guys will see a lot even from last year and the year before. Correa has been used a couple times. Aidu have been, people have been using this since FIFA 21. This guy's been used a lot. I mean, even before he was a silver and stuff, people were using this guy. I mean, all the players are really good. The wing backs, I definitely want to put 90 pace or something. Definitely, you definitely want fast wing backs. So for me, Correa is about 92. Adria Pedrosa is 90. So for me, the wing backs have solid defending, very very good pace. That's what I'm looking for in my fullbacks, 100%. The dribbling's okay, 78 for Pedrosa, and then about 77 for Correa. But 92 pace, you know, the pace is always the first stat that we're looking for in our starters teams, man. The most important. So for me, that's what I'm looking for. And then we have Zubeldia, as well as I do 75 pace and then 78 on Zubeldia. Not too bad. I mean, definitely really good. 75 minimum pace on your center backs with a shadow as well. Boost them up to like 85 or something. Definitely gonna help you guys out in the beginning. And then I just put Luna in there as well, man. For the goalkeeper, for me, I don't look for anything special besides maybe some good height, man. Like 6'4", 6'3", something like that. I mean, obviously you don't want to use a silver, but I mean, Luna at 81 rated cannot go wrong. I mean, he's 81 rated. I mean, I think he's like 6'2", 6'3", something like that in the game, 6'4", I can't remember. But I mean, as long as your keeper is tall, usable as well, definitely a good shout. So for me, that's the best La Liga team I could put together for you guys for the price. Next, we have our League One squad. I mean, a lot of people will use League One 100%. The nations are good. The league is good. A lot of good players went there over the summer, man. So we have Barcola, David, and Aito in our front three, man. So Barcola, non-rare. Hopefully he's not super expensive. He definitely will be used a lot, especially if an Evo comes out, man. So even if you guys don't use him, keep him for an Evo. You guys might be able to sell him. He might go up in price. A lot of people will use him if you can't get Dembele. That's a different video, though, for like market and stuff like that, man. But definitely a good keeper to have, or, you know, he's a keeper, man, for sure. That's what I meant. But, you know, a winger, definitely, you know, good links, man. PSG, French, cannot get Dembele. He's the second best for sure. And then we have David, man. Not the fastest, man, but 81 shooting. I think you definitely want a striker who actually plays striker. You don't want to just pace abuse the entire time. But David is definitely used a lot. Used even when he was 78 rated back in the day a few years ago. Last year he was used a lot. Aito I used a little bit in the beginning of this year. I think he was my first Evo, actually. I put him at striker and stuff. But Ito's definitely another good gold card to put in your team. Japanese. Hard to link if you guys do not use other Japanese players like Mitoma or something, but definitely good for the League One, full League One squads in my opinion. So front three is looking really nice. You know, 88 pace on Barcola, very, very solid. Next we have our midfield of Zakaria, Vertu, and Zaire Emery. I mean, I think I might have said Vertu wrong, let me know, but I mean, either way, very good cards. Zacharia's been used a lot, even when he's in the Bundesliga. When he went to Juve, he was used the entire time since FIFA 22. And then last year when he went to Monaco, used that whole time. And then even this year, man, I think a lot of people will use Zachariah. I mean, very good player. 80 pace, 70 defending, cannot go wrong. 84 physical. Like, what an absolute insane card with a shadow as well. Boosting him up to 88 pace and about 86 defending with a shadow. Like, bro, come on. He's going to be super, super broken. And then we have Zaire Emery, 79 pace, 75 defending. Another good card that links to Barcola as well as a lot of other players in the PSG French squads. I mean, Zaire Emery will be used a lot, man. Shadows on the midfielders will definitely be used a lot, so keep an eye. So next we have Vertu as well, 75 pace and defending. Like I said, minimum you guys want those stats, 75. So for me, another good card to put there. You guys definitely use another formation. I just use 4-3-3. It's the best for me. I think it's definitely a lot of people will use, you know, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, 4-3-2-1. You know, a lot of people will use that three midfield, man. So that's just my opinion. I think a lot of people will use it and keep it, you know, in the back of their mind about some good cards to put in their midfield. So for me, that's the best. Next, we go to our back line of Kempembe, Frankowski, Pacho, and Klaus. Klaus went to Nice, and then we have Pacho, who went from the Bundesliga, went to PSG. Another good link. I think he's a really good duo. A lot of people will use, man. Kempembe, good every year since, you know, he's at PSG. A lot of people have been using him since he's a gold card now. Shadow, super broken. It says 3,500 coins. That might differentiate. I don't know. It might you know, change a little bit. I think a lot of people will use him in the beginning. In my opinion, my biggest advice I can give to anyone who's on the web app is do not buy cards at the beginning. If I want to put that a disclaimer right now, do not buy these cards at the beginning. I think if you guys pack them, definitely get them. I think going on into the first week, guys, remember, no one gets the game early until, you know, unless you're a content creator, like, you know, who get the game early, like a couple days. But going into that week, do not buy these players during the web app. I think for me, unless you're trading, do it. But other than that, do not buy a team you want to play for a week after. When you're on the web app, makes no sense. So for me, keep these in mind, screenshot it, keep it in your phone for like a week or so, 2 weeks, and you guys want a team, get this team ready to go. But right at the beginning, not good. You're gonna lose a lot of coins on it, man. The prices will drop because let's say you spend 5,000 on a card and then no one's playing the game for a week, man, until actual people get on the game, and then it drops because no one's playing it that whole week. No one's playing, so you might spend a little too much. Until people get on the game, that's when prices start going up, man. So keep that in mind. Next, going into our keeper, I put Petrovic, just a random keeper. I think he was at Chelsea, actually. Now he's on loan, I think. I could be wrong, but I know he was at Chelsea. But yeah, man, it's a good team. Pacho looks really good with 79 pace, 74 for Kempembe, Frankowski with 90 pace for a fullback, and 88 for Klaus. Very good back line. Shadows on everybody, bro. Like I said, Hunters and shadows only, bro. That's my advice. That's what I use. Anyone asks me, 98 pace shadow or hunter, I don't care, bro. That's the best chem style in my opinion. Next, we go into the Premier League, everyone's favorite league. We get right into it. We have Werner, Doku, and Kudus at our front three. a little bit more expensive on this side, about 30k or so, depending. It'll definitely differentiate a lot, but for me, I think a lot of these guys are 80 rated. Won't be too hard to obtain these cards. 80 rated. You guys open up a gold pack, a jumbo rare or something with a challenge. You guys remember from last year, FIFA 24 or FC 24 actually. A lot of the challenges had jumbo rares. You guys complete 100 goals, 100 finesses, 100 assists. You guys get these crazy 50k, 100k packs. You guys definitely pack a couple of these guys who are not like 85 rated, 86. We're looking at cards that are 82, 80 rated, 78 rated. A lot of these guys will be packed, and once that starts happening, you know, when they're untradeable, they'll, you know, definitely won't go up as much, but as if they were tradable, they'll definitely drop, man. But I mean, Doku at 4,500. I mean, I don't think he was that expensive last year, but going into City, man, another good league. Belgian links to De Bruyne for a lot of people who will not get him a lot. I mean, City is really good. You know, we have Matheus Nunes in this team as well for City. So I mean, a lot of people, if you guys have these City players, it's a good link. But for me, I think he's definitely gonna be a little bit cheaper than most wingers. You know, Foden you won't be able to get right away. So I mean, a lot of people go after Doku. That's when it depends on the prices, man. So 4,500 seems reasonable. I think that's the actual price. It depends, man, but we'll see. But Doku I like a lot. 92 pace, 86 dribbling. The shooting and passing is a little bit low in the 70s, but not too bad. Next we have Werner. I mean, Spurs player, German, 91 pace, 79 shooting, 80 dribbling. Cannot go wrong with that striker. Super good from last year. A lot of people use him for an Evo, so keep that in mind for your players for Evos, starter teams, and stuff like that. Next, we have Kudus, man. 90 pace, 77 shooting, 86 dribbling. For me, I think he also plays Cam, depending on how you guys want to play your teams. But Kudus, man, I think he's definitely be super underrated. A lot of people do not look at him at all. But I remember last year, a lot of people did not use Kudus. It was like Timo Werner and stuff people used, man. And like, I think Way or something, that French striker, David, people use a lot, man. So keep that in mind. I think Kudus would be super underrated. The links are not the best, man, for like West Ham. I think Ghana. I could be wrong with the nation. I think that's Ghana. But man, it's a good player, man. Good, you know, good stats, man. So for me, put that in your back pocket. Keep him in your teams. Keep him in mind. Next, we have Joelinton. Super popular player at the beginning of the month, man. A lot of people use Joelinton. Why? Good physical, good pace, good dribbling. I would not be surprised if a lot of people use him in their starter squad. 6,500 is super reasonable. I think that's definitely the price people will have him at, or maybe higher at the beginning. But we'll definitely see. I think he's a really good player to put in your teams. He's better than Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno better than a lot of players in the midfield, man. So for me, with the 76 pace or 76 pace and 81 defending, 89 physical, definitely a key stat right there, man. So keep that in mind. He's definitely tall, very usable, very meta. Next, we have Matheus Nunes, 83 pace, 73 defending, 76 physical. Not the best with defending, man, but definitely very usable, man. Last year, people used him a lot, even when he was at Wolves the year before that. Very, very good. Next, we have Christie, a card that no one will even look at, no one will bat an eye at. So definitely keep it in mind, though, if you guys need a player. 76 pace, 71 defending, 78 physical. Definitely good in the beginning for the first week or two. Very, very solid. I mean, the links are not there at all for a lot of the players, like the nation and, you know, the team, but for the league, definitely a good player to put. If you guys are missing somebody, need someone to put there for a cheap option, definitely there. Next, we have Robinson, Timber, Totti, and Gusto in the back. I mean, Chelsea have like the most amount of players in you know, in the world, you know, 46 in the team. But, you know, Gusto, only one I can find that is really usable at right back, man. So for me, he'll be pretty expensive. I remember last year was pretty expensive in the first week because, you know, he's French, Chelsea, 88 pace, cannot go wrong for a fullback. Needs someone for a cheaper option than Walker, so which a lot of people will use. So Gusto's definitely a guy to keep in mind. Totti, I mean, a lot of people will be using like Van de Ven. Remember, man, Van de Ven will be super popular, man, at the beginning of the week. Or month, actually, the first couple months. You know, even for Evos, people will hold on to that card. He's super expensive, like 30 plus K, mark my words. I mean, Dutch as well as, you know, Spurs will be really good for links. Super usable, super broken, man. So you guys need a cheaper option. Totti and Timber, a lot of people will not use him. Like, what's wrong with Timber, bro? 70 pace, 80 defending. I mean, he's definitely just as good. So for me, I like Timber. I think Van de Ven's like 88 pace or something like that, man. But I mean, if you guys cannot get that guy with 35K, you guys are not lucky enough to get the coins. Timber's another good shout. Totti's really good. And I just put Areola. You know, he's a FIFA legend. Everyone loves Areola for the past few FIFAs. French, West Ham, you know, can't go wrong. He's like 6'3" or something like that in game. Very, very good. Next, we do go over the Bundesliga, the last team here, I believe. So we have Tell, Beer, and Bebu. A lot of people use Bebu last year, the year before, and the year before that, man, up until FIFA 21. Bebu was used a lot because of his pace. Super broken. Beer, I think he changed teams from Heidenheim. I could be wrong. I think it was Heidenheim. He's at Dortmund now. He got a pretty solid boost. I believe he got a +4. He was a silver, but a lot of people probably don't even know. But he's 89 pace, 79 shooting. Honestly, bro, even if you put him as striker, I think he plays striker too. Very, very good card. And then for Tell, bro, I mean, Bayern player, 80 shooting, 86 pace, cannot go wrong. We have Stach, Koer, and Limer. Limer's one of the more expensive players in this team as well. The team comes up to about 22K as well, man, but Limer, a lot of people have been using this guy for a few years now. Even when he was at Leipzig, a lot of people used him. But if you guys get your hands on him, he's a very good card. 80 pace, 82 defending, cannot go wrong. Coer is almost the same. 80 pace, 80 physical, but 74 defending. Not too bad, especially if you guys use a Shadow. And then we have Statch. A lot of people used his full birthday or something, or future star. I can't remember what it was last year in FC 24, man, but he had a good card, 87 rated, and he had a couple levels, very solid, man. But 77 defending and 73 pace, cannot go wrong, especially with shadows. Like I said, man, stock up the shadows, definitely will go up. If you guys do not use them, hold them for, for the weekend league. That's when they go up, but keep that in mind. And then we have a back line of players. I mean, Jan Couto went to Dortmund. I didn't even know that. He went to Dortmund. So Brazil left back, or right back, sorry, about 85 pace, 64 physical, 72 defending. I mean, not the craziest card at fullback, man, but for the pace, man, I mean, an 81 dribbling, 72 defending is not too bad. Shadow definitely boosts him up a little bit. And we have Hincapié, Klosterman, the center backs. Of course, everyone loves Klosterman. Last year was super cheap. I expect the same for this year, man. So as well as Hincapié, man, 78 pace, 82 on the Klosterman, really good defending on both. 81 cannot go wrong. Let me have those Cone. I don't know how you say this guy's name. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 87 pace on a left back. I believe he probably was a silver or something. I don't remember, but I mean 75 physical as well is not too bad with a shadow, definitely usable. And I put Gulashi in the keeper spot as well, man. So for me, man, it's one of the best squads I could put together. 22k for a Bundesliga team. Let me know down below if maybe I missed someone, man. I don't want to take too much of your guys' time. 60 minutes on the video. If you guys made it all the way to the end, I love you guys. Screenshot. Let me know down below if maybe I missed a team. Some players you guys are putting together, some duos, some trios. You guys are using it a lot, man. So I love you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Peace.